Audis are driven by cocks.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I'm gonna.
So hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Formula Bruv. My name is Paul.
Hi, my name's Pete.
Hi, I'm Crystal Buttplug.
Welcome, Crystal.
Well, thank you, sir.
That voice you're hearing is, of course, our good friend Andy. Thank you for joining us, Andy. It's always good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Hello, Paul. Hello, Pete. Hello, everyone.
Hello. So this week we are here at Interlagos, the home of the Brazilian Formula One Grand Prix, which of course is coming up this weekend, and we're doing the Hot Lap Challenge. You're going to have to forgive us for the last 2 weeks. We haven't been on air, but that's due to some unforeseen circumstances, and in no way is anything down to the ineptitude of either Andy or Pete. So with the introduction out of the way, let's get straight to it and get Pete out on the track. So here we are. Pete is out on track and he is starting his first of 10 timed laps. And
good luck, sir.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank
Pete.
you.
Good luck.
Much appreciated.
And
what's your target lap? What's your target lap time?
Well, I'd like to be in the 119s ideally, but pressure.
So,
Might
so
get to
118 then?
No, definitely not 118. I've not hit 118 yet.
Oh,
It'll be a milagre.
Sandbagger.
No. What, you as well? I'll let you see now what you've made me do. I've come off.
Don't make him talk. Don't make
me talk. Don't make me talk.
So so we should tell the viewers that this week we're not going to do a timed handicap. This week we're going to, because Pete's actually pretty good on this circuit, and I've got a little bit of a problem with my shoulder, trapped nerve, so I'm not particularly on my best form. So
Excuses.
Well, it's got to be, full disclosure.
Old age, it's a terrible thing.
It is old age. You're right. It is old age. So we decided that what we're going to do is I'm going to use a harder compound tyre, because I think there's really going to be
you
within
filthy bitch.
maybe a second in it. Certainly during practice, Pete was faster than me.
But you were harder than Pete, so.
On 20.7 is his first lap.
And I suppose what we ought to mention quite early on is congratulations to Lewis Hamilton.
Indeed, yes. The 2 weeks we've been off air, Lewis Hamilton has clinched his 6th world title. Well done to him. Is he the best ever, Andy?
Oh, it's difficult, isn't it, in any sport to compare different
eras,
periods, and particularly I think in Formula One, because of the fact that technology has moved on, and cars are so different and everything else. But you've got to say that in probably the most competitive, I mean, from the point of view of I think it's probably more difficult to be a Formula One race driver now, not in the car, don't get me wrong, than it was 50 years ago, because of all the crap surrounding it, the pressure, the social media.
They do have to do more admin, don't they? That's what they call it, admin.
Absolutely.
In the cockpit. It's not just.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not just driving. It's I know Lewis Hamilton, for example, has to change a setting between corner entry, mid corner, and corner exit. The diff.
Yeah.
He's changing that. And that's
brake
tough.
bias.
That's tough to do.
Yeah, crazy tough. But obviously they're a lot safer than they were and everything else. But I think what they have to deal with now is all the media stuff that they didn't have to deal with 50 years ago, or certainly not so much. But I think ultimately, when you look at Hamilton and you look at any of his stats compared to any of the other great Formula One world champions, they stack up. And
I think
in an era where there have been an awful lot of competitors, sort of both before, sort of as he was coming into the sport, and now he's had his 6th world championship. He still manages to get there every year, doesn't he?
I think he's a great ambassador for sport. I think he's good outside the car as well as in the car. I think I don't like to talk bad. I don't like to talk bad about other drivers, but I think Michael Schumacher certainly had some indiscretions on track. And I think he's just a nicer guy.
I think you're right.
To Michael Schumacher.
It's interesting that he's, from the point of view of the way he drives, he's not particularly controversial. He's not particularly aggressive, and yet he's obviously renowned for his overtaking. So, I suppose, as you say, there must be an element of fair play to him that maybe other drivers in the past haven't quite had. I don't know. I personally, I think that if you put him in any car in any era, he's going to be fast. He's going to be really fast because he's just got no fear. He drives it like it was stolen, and he always has done.
I hope he goes on to 7 and even 8, maybe.
Yeah, me too.
Talking about,
it'd be interesting to see what.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Talking about
future
competition, what's your opinion on the rule changes?
Well, I think anything that provides for
closer racing.
Anything that provides more competition would be great. I'd love it if they could actually come up with this plan of the reverse grid. I know the drivers at the moment are against it, but they want to trial it in 4 or 5 races. That would be great. Obviously, ground effect gives the cars an awful lot more control, if you like, when they're following closely. So I think, on the whole, they're all positive. For me, what do you? One thing they
didn't mention, and I hope they do address it, is how critical tyres now are in every race. There's so much nursing of tyres, and it seems like tyres are is dictating so much strategy now. You had that race in Singapore where people were just, the front runners were so slow that the back markers were setting lap records. And can't we just have a tyre that they can just go all out? Just race. Well, I don't like this thing about holding, nursing, being slow and nursing tyres. It just doesn't seem right to me.
I mean, the crazy thing is, though, if you ask the tyre manufacturers, they'll turn around and they'll tell you, if you want a soft tyre that lasts 72 laps, then we'll give you a soft tyre.
Yeah, they can do it, absolutely. I mean, no disrespect to Pirelli, they're following the orders they've been given.
Absolutely,
but it just seems to me that tyres now just totally dominate strategy. And I'm not sure that's... But they did say at the announcement of the rule changes that the changes to tyre, the changes to the way tyres are, is still being worked on. And so hopefully they'll come up with something which will improve that.
Yeah, absolutely. Although, conversely, the fact that they have to change compounds has actually created some quite interesting races this season strategically. I know it's still not, wheel-to-wheel racing and just 2 cars or 4 cars or 6 cars or hopefully, 18 cars on the track fighting for the lead. But it does create this, sort of strategic interest in a race where, if they're running on different strategies. I mean, you look at Hamilton starting down the grid in the last race, and and just because of the tyre strategy, effectively managing to get that second place.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting, that's for sure. I definitely don't like the look of the low-profile tyres. I think that makes it look a bit like an Indy car, but such is life.
Blimey, let's see that. There was a flash of purple there.
Yeah, he hasn't topped his best time yet, but he's had some good sectors so far. He's just not been able to put them all together into one lap.
See, this is why we're waffling, really.
Could this be it?
It's so poor. It's so poor.
But he's not too bad
he's
in
doing
terms
his
of
best,
consistency, isn't he?
He's trying his best. You
too
can't
bad.
criticise him for that.
Yeah. So while I'm here, I should remind everybody that we do have an email address. It's formulabrav@yahoo.com. That's formulabrav, one word, @yahoo.com, as Pete puts in his best sector yet, a 0.6 up.
0.6.
We're also on Facebook. If you use Facebook, you can search Formula Brav on Facebook or follow the link below.
I don't know if you've been to our site recently, Paul, but there's some fascinating articles on there.
Yeah, there's some great stuff. Yeah. So
nice to see a couple of the followers posting now as well, so that's great news.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
it's fun.
Come and join us over on Facebook, and if you like what you see, subscribe,
you know you want to,
and hit the bell notification. Oh, he's 1.25 seconds up.
Oh, it's a big gap.
This could be it. This could be a 19.2.
Oh, it's all gravy from here as well.
Is it a 19.2? Let's have a look.
Is he going to stay on the track this time as opposed to cut?
Oh, it's a 19.8.
1:19.8. That's better. It's not great though, is it?
Everyone's a bloody critic.
Oh, there he is. I thought he might have dozed off. I thought he'd put it on autopilot for a second.
How can I be slower?
You know what a filthy sandbagger he is.
Yeah, well...
wait.
That is...
I'm gonna...
I think... I think your best time is 19.3. Pete's best time. Is it 19.3 or 19...
Yeah, 19.306 to be precise.
Yeah,
you wait. Lap 10, 18 and a half.
So he's half a second off his personal best.
Aren't we all?
Backing one out then. So optimistic. That's what I love about you, Andy. How can I be slower?
I've never been... Well, because you're not going as fast.
There's always a logical explanation.
Do we have to go through the whole friction thing again?
It's a great thing, isn't it?
Concentrate, Pete. Concentrate.
Come on.
I am concentrating.
You can do this.
Or is it 2 more chances?
Two more.
I can't get this maths thing worked out.
Oh, no. One more after this.
You start with 1, and then when you get to 2, 2 is 1. Sure, we covered this.
Hang on, have you done 1.2 trillion laps?
Feels like it. Oh.
A little bit of politics there. You have to
concentrate,
dig into the
Mr.
subtext.
Peter.
Oh no. Are you even going to bother with your laps? Try and do it in reverse. See if you can go around in reverse and beat.
I wish you'd go round in reverse.
Right, this is it. Last lap. Make it count.
Come on. This time, try and stay on the tracky bit. You know, the dark grey bit? Yeah.
The tarmacy bit?
That's it. You know you can do it. We discussed this last time, Pete.
I'm sure we covered it.
Here we go.
Come on, head down. There will be no mockery. No mockery.
Oh, all 4 wheels inside the line there.
That's happened on 10 of the last 10 laps. Pretend you're Jurgen Klopp in that car. Come on. I take it you were celebrating Spurs' 1-1 draw with Sheffield United at the weekend, Paul?
So he's up
bubbly
by
come out.
0.168 in that sector there.
Yes. Good, good.
Can he continue
Nice sidestep on the Spurs question.
and get a purple lap and his last attempt? Let's have a look.
Can he do better than he did last year, unlike Spurs?
I'm guessing you don't support Spurs,
This
Andy.
is motorsport.
No.
We're not talking football. It's motorsport. Don't make
And
the
never
viewers,
the twain shall
don't-
meet.
Don't make the viewers turn off.
Well, the Spurs ones, anyway.
Oh, you could still.
Throwing it away.
Yeah,
Well,
come on,
it's only
you can do it,
0.1.
you
It's
can
only
do it.
0.1.
Just clip that apex.
I might have to take liberties with that. Can I take liberties with that last corner?
Well, you can have to.
Can I go right?
Oh, that's...
Oh! No.
Valiant effort. But your best time is a 1:19.897, which is not too bad. So it's half a second off your best time, which is better than you managed last episode. So let's get in the car and let's
Well
see
done,
what we
Peter.
can do.
Thank you.
So here we are at the end of my the end of my out lap, starting my first timed lap. I've got a 19.897 to beat, so let's try and do this. I'm on hard tyre compound.
Not a lot of
Being
grip.
the difference between
An excuse and a loss.
They look very slippery. It must be said.
You have to really pull it out of the bag here.
Even with your dodgy shoulder.
Yeah, that doesn't
He's
help.
never been one to shy away from a challenge.
So, Pete, have you checked the Facebook mailbox for any messages from our viewers?
Oh, it's funny you should mention that, Paul.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah.
I have checked the mail,
Oh yeah,
and we have indeed had
Oh, wow.
correspondence.
that's great.
Now, I'm just gonna, before I read this out, I'm just gonna preface this by stating that this may be considered controversial. So,
Oh,
and he loses it.
Speaking of controversial.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
got to get
wasn't
himself
very
back
good.
on track. So we, looked a bit squirrely there as well.
Yeah.
He's back in the right direction. It's okay. Don't panic.
So that's one lap down.
Yeah, we'll scrub that and we'll move on.
Yeah.
But yes, the back to the controversial email. I'm glad you raised this. This comes from a Jeremy Clarkson from London,
Right.
and it reads, "Dear Formula Bruv, would you agree with me that all Audis are driven by cocks?"
interesting.
So, I mean, I'm gonna throw this over to you, Andy, because
Oh, yeah.
you're an Audi
Oh,
driver,
yeah.
aren't you? Am I?
Oh.
Is
Well-
that right?
Let me
Well,
grab some popcorn. Hold on.
well, yes, funnily enough. And it's strange Jeremy would know that. But
He's very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about cars and
he
cars.
certainly,
Well,
he
he's
certainly does.
he's obviously a
yeah.
viewer. He's picked up on it. You know.
Well, Jeremy's bound to be a viewer. He keeps
Yeah.
his finger on the pulse, and why wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Are all Audi drivers cocks? I think on the face of it, you would have to say probably yes.
Right.
They probably
Admits
are.
it. Admits it.
At last.
Obviously,
Yeah.
there's an exception to every rule, Pete, as you know, being an exception to pretty much every rule.
Right.
No,
Are you
no, I would
suggesting
say
that you are in fact that exception to that rule?
no,
Is-
I'm not.
right.
I'm suggesting that if there were an exception to that rule, I would be in.
Right. Gotcha.
Right. What are you driving these days, Pete?
I drive a VW Golf,
Sensible car.
mate.
Good
yeah.
car. Good car.
Yeah, it's a GT TDI. It's great. Yeah.
Good car.
Yeah, the poor man's Audi.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, I don't want anyone to mention the fact that my last car was an Audi.
No.
We weren't going
Because-
to. I think
No.
just
seen
your
the
very
light?
presence on this earth indicates that you would in fact have had an Audi.
You see
Yeah.
the line.
I've had more than one. I'll hold my hands up. Full disclosure.
Mate, you were trying to get another one. Let's not beat around the bush.
I wasn't actually. Well, maybe I was. Maybe. I looked at lots of
Vorsprung durch
cars.
Technik, that's all I can say.
Correct. Progress through technology. Thank you, no.
Indeed. Yeah, if you want to put it like that.
Well, that's the English translation, so yes, I will put it like that.
Oh, all right, Mr. German, Mr.
That
Teutonic.
That was my best subject at school.
What,
Yes,
German?
you said, well, I achieved my highest GCSE in the German subject, I have you know.
Oh my God.
Look at him with his 1.7
I know,
blue.
yeah, yeah, but from
It's not
122. I mean, if anything, he's even more embarrassing than you were.
Oh, yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Well, getting back to the Audi thing, I mean,
Yeah.
we are talking about an Audi all-road. We're not just talking about an ordinary Audi.
It's not just your garden variety base
Oh,
model,
no.
is it? Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
you're riding in like 3-litre turbo diesel
Oh,
V6 comfort,
absolutely.
aren't you? You know,
Oh, very much so.
climate
Full leather.
control, leather, heated seats.
Oh,
you know, nav system. You know,
I'm not messing about, boy.
no. In fact, I actually upgraded the, as the young'uns call, ICE in my car. That's in-car entertainment, kids, for those who don't know. Yes, the car I just purchased, my Golf TD GT TDI, had a tape deck, and of course that wasn't going to cut the mustard, so I went out and bought it.
Deck. Do you remember them?
I don't. Well, I've got one downstairs.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
That's handy.
yeah. It is.
What have you upgraded it to?
8-track.
It's a.
Final.
I
It's
have.
gone old school.
I have upgraded to an unbranded double-din 6.2-inch TFT touchscreen display 720p. That does DVDs, MKVs, AVIs,
That's a lot of numbers.
Bluetooth, NAVs, you know. But it also has the
Racist.
car. It also has the CarPlay facility, which allows me to put my screen from my phone onto the. I can actually run apps on the.
Yeah,
module, on the thing.
you started
It's all rather
boring me
high-tech.
when you were going through all the different letters, to be honest with you.
Well, you asked, so you know.
I know.
that's
I
all.
There's a
thought
lot
the
of
viewers
letters.
might be interested, but let's face it, they're not going to be, are they?
Well,
and
I'll let them be the judge of that.
and in all honesty, I'm only trying to sidetrack the viewers from the appalling disappointment of what's going on on the track at the moment. I mean, look at
Well,
it.
we just won't speak of it, to be honest.
Well, you know, we'll have to put it down to the shoulder, I suppose. But personally,
Well, he certainly is.
You know, it's lack of effort, isn't it? Look, he's just poodling round.
He
He's
doesn't.
not. He's not
doesn't
even
know
had
that-
it sideways, Pete. He doesn't
Well,
care.
he
Sideways?
certainly has had it side. He has. Let's be
Well,
honest.
yeah, and he had it 360 as well, but
Yeah,
I don't think that was
he did.
intentional.
I would hope not.
Ah, down again.
Oh, it's poor, isn't it? It's really poor.
It's not good. I might actually have a chance of
I
winning.
think you might.
this.
Oh, you've won it. Oh, he's over.
think you might.
Look at him. He's
I'd get you with mediums, that's for sure.
he's looking like Vettel. He's
Yeah,
starting to
I
look
think you
like
made the
Vettel.
wrong choice. Yeah, you definitely would have got me with mediums.
It's over.
It was the wrong choice.
Last lap.
It's over. It's over.
No, that is over. You're right.
His
Huh?
Let
career's
him go
gone.
one more. We'll give him one
Finished.
more.
Oh, was
Because
it?
he thought he was having one more. Go on, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, we might as well. Go on, have
gonna
another
give
him
five.
an
Go
extra.
on.
You're going to regret it if I get it with this lap, though, aren't you? Oh.
Ah, shit.
You're not going to get it with this lap. Stop kidding
He just-
yourself.
He is 0.456
And half a second up.
You fucking dreamer, Ailett.
That's close. That gives me a hundredth of a second leeway if he holds it.
Are you
current
suggesting
rate.
he's been
Oh.
sandbagging all this?
Oh.
Oh, no, he
Oh.
hasn't. No, he just...
This is thrilling, actually. I've got to say, it's just like watching him drive around on a grease sheet of paper. You know,
I
it's
was
just a
going
label
to say,
sheet.
it could be a Norwegian rally, couldn't it?
It certainly could.
No. From 4 tenths up to 3 tenths down. Lost it there.
I think...
Trying too hard.
I think the erect tyres was the wrong way to go.
Yeah.
Indeed. Leave the Viagra's at home and...
Yeah. Try and thumb on a softie, I would.
Indeed. It's only polite, isn't it? Well, in spectacular fashion...
He went all Lewis Hamilton at the end.
Yeah. So, you know what that means, Pete?
I think I do know what that means. Time to roll the animation?
Time to roll the animation. Well done, Pete.
Congratulations, well done.
Well done. Very good job. So that's all we have.
Fluke.
That's all we have time for today. But before we go, let me say a big thank you to Pete and Andy for their help making this possible. If you want to see more episodes of Formula Bruv, please remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell notification. Thank you as always for joining us. We wish you the best, and we'll see you next time.